What is up? What is up? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing great. Finally getting back in the groove of things here. I'll explaining a little bit what's going on with me, why I've been gone for a little while, um, and all that. So, um, without further ado, I guess I just jump into it right now. So the reason I've been gone for a little while, I had a death in the family. My mom died, um, and it wasn't something that was expected. She died in a car accident, and so I've been dealing with all that, and I just didn't feel right to be able to come on and have good conversation with everybody with everything that I've been feeling and going through. So that's the reason why I've been disattached for a little while and all that, but definitely getting back into the groove of things now. I've been on a couple of channels talking with the guys and all that good stuff. So definitely a huge shout out to Big John and Cat for Life, man. They definitely helped me through it. They definitely talked to me about a lot of things, man. They were definitely in my corner. So huge shout out to them, definitely. But I don't know what's been going on with the Dolphins. I watched a little bit of the Bills game, and I was extremely disappointed. Um, just a couple of my thoughts on that game before I put a link down so we can actually chat and talk about this upcoming game and what's to be expected and all that. I was definitely expecting more out of the Dolphins in that Bills game. The fact that they went out and didn't score not a single point um, was very, very humbling. Um, as you all know, my predictions in the first two games were going to come out, we're going to go 2-0, and we're going to put the league on notice. I felt like we were going to go into that Bills game, balls are blazing, and it was going to be a 40-point game. You know, like Miami 40, the Bills 17. But I feel like that went all down the drain as soon as Tua got hurt. I know the first few drives, the first few series weren't all that great with Tua. But then again, you have to realize as the game's first starting, you have to know what they're going to be throwing at you. You don't know that pregame. You know that as you're in the game, what they're throwing at you, what their game plan is. So the first couple of series are always going to be slow starting like that. Then again, that didn't go for the Bills. I mean, second play of the game, running touchdown. At that point, I pretty much kind of put the game off and didn't watch the end of it. Glad I didn't because I would have been heartbroken. I'll tell you that. Um, so those were my expectations on that Bills game. Now my expectation on this Raiders game is very, very low. I think it's a 50-50 chance. The fact that Bursett doesn't let that ball go and tugging the ball kind of like Tua does is very, very heartbreaking to me. I think and I hope that he changes that this game now. I feel like he's gonna go back, get into the game film, and see all the mistakes that he was making because he definitely made a lot of them. I know the O line isn't playing all that great, but I don't think the offense is playing all that great as a whole team in general. Um, I think that the offense is allowing too much pressure. Again, I think that um, the Bills' defense was definitely on point for that game. Um, I don't think that the Dolphins are going to go to extremes right now and are going to cut Tua. Um, I think that just if this was like game six, game seven, that this was all happening with Tua and he wasn't showing anything or anything like that, I feel like that's when this definitely would have raised up uh, some eyebrows and said, you know what, Tua's not our guy, this, that, or whatever. But it was still early in the season. The first two games is kind of still like a preseason thing. You know, everybody's taking off the rust and all that stuff. So that's the way I see it. But like always, I'm going to drop the link. I want you guys to jump on. Let's talk about it. Um, And let's get the ball rolling here, bro. I'm back at it. I'm ready to go. Um, I'm ready to have all this talk and chat and all that, man. I mean, I'm ready for it, man. I miss you guys. I'm ready to talk. There's the link in the chat right now. You guys jump on, say what's up. I miss you guys. I miss seeing your faces. Cap, what's up? Estefan, what up? I miss y'all fools, man. I'm glad I'm back in the groove of things, bro. Um, I miss it, man. I miss it. The link is in the description, bro. Jump on, jump on, jump on. Don't forget, hit that like button so the notifications go out for everyone else. Um, and here comes our first caller. Cap, what's up?
Hey, all right. Hey, what's going on, bud? How you
What's up,
feeling, my
Cap?
brother?
Oh man, I'm feeling good, bro. I'm feeling
En
good. I
la
finally
lucha,
got
en la
over.
lucha.
Yeah, bro. I finally got over everything. You know, and but I can finally go live now. I can say what's up to everybody. You know, I'm in that mindset now. You know, where I kind of dealt with it, and now I'm ready to go. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. We just finished talking with Russell over on Larry's, man, and he's going through it too, man. With his son passed away on Father's Day, man. So what you and him
Wow.
are going through right now, man. What we're going through right now is minute compared to what you guys are going through, man. So all the strength that you got right now to be on here, man, I give you props for that, my brother.
Definitely, bro. And I appreciate you, bro. I know that
Yeah, man.
you and Big John reached out um to me and all that, and I didn't really tell anybody about it. You know what I mean? I kind of kept it between you and Big John, and you guys were the only ones that know. So big shout out to you, bro. Definitely for reaching out for me, man. Definitely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah,
You
man.
know,
It's
but what do you think of this game, bro? What do you think of this game?
oh my God. I really feel like if we're gonna really dog the O line after this week, like to the point where we
Nah,
know
bro.
for a fact it's the O line, we got to run the ball. And I mean, we run the ball like we never ran it before. I don't want to. I've been saying it all season, man. I don't want any more excuses. If we don't run the ball, we really got problems. I mean, I don't care who is behind the center, man. If we don't run the ball to give the quarterback some time to at least dose up something, then we're going to be in deep crap, man.
No, I
And it's
agree, bro.
sad. It's sad. It really is
No, I
sad,
agree
man.
with you 100%. We need to get the run game going. But I disagree, man. You're gonna call me crazy, bro, but I don't think the O line is is so much of a problem like people are stating it to be. I mean, I know that they're giving up pressure right away. It's understandable, but there's so many plays in the playbook that to deal with that type of stuff. You understand what I'm saying? When you see a full on blitz like that, it's easy. You do a screen pass, get it out to the right receiver real quick. I mean, it's literally you hike the ball, you take a step, and bang, out it goes. You know what I mean? And you're giving
Got an
that receiver
audible,
a chance
man.
to be able to get something at least 7 yards. You understand
Got
what
an
I'm saying?
audible. Got to learn how to audible. Got to learn how to do some type of I don't know, man. I mean, you can't do anything as far as like shotgun because if you want to do shotgun, I mean, you can see the protection if you do have any, but at the same time, you're going to be pretty much just you're going to be on an island, man. And then what? You know what I mean? Like the kid can't run when it comes to being in shotgun, and if he can't run, then he's really not healthy. You know what I mean? Like at the end of the day, I don't want this kid to get killed, man. I just finished telling Larry the same thing, man. It don't matter to me if you go and you put a fullback to block. If you get another tight end like out of the four that we have to block, if the kid is not going to be mobile, I mean, we got problems, man. We really do, man.
I
I don't
agree.
want him to get killed. I don't want him to
I
get
agree.
killed. I really don't.
I agree. I think my, coming up to this Raiders game, I think my biggest concern, and I hope that Brissett kind of fixes his this problem that he has. But after watching some film and all that, Brissett is kind of doing what Tua does, bro, where he holds the ball. I mean, you had a lot of plays where either Waddle was coming down the middle of the field, from one side to the other, and just kind of right behind the defensive line, wide open, right there, and he just like he looks at him and then turns away from him. Like that right there is what caused you your problem. You could have got it to him and kept the ball rolling. You understand what I'm saying? Get the yards coming, whether it's 3 or 4 yards, but it's 3 or 4 yards instead of a sack or taking it back. You understand what I'm saying? To where I didn't see the offensive line having so much of a big problem like everybody states they did. Mind you, when I say that, I know they had issues with pressure and all that, but not as bad, bro. I think it has to do with everybody in general. I think it's a whole organizational thing. You know, the entire offense looks bad. The coaching that they're doing looks bad. The play calls are horrendous, bro.
Mm.
Horrendous. And then the fact that the wide receivers can't even catch a ball, bro. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy.
Yeah, man. It's something for me to be like, we went in there with a game plan that was intended to win, but the personnel that was out there, like we saw in training camp, a whole different personnel group that was out there in training camp that are not even contributing to this offensive line and to this offensive game plan skill. I mean, you got half of the guys that are captains not even playing on the field, but they're captains.
Definitely.
You know,
Definitely.
it,
I
it's
agree.
it's frustrating, man. To see just guys dropping balls left and right, and the guys that weren't dropping the balls in the preseason or in the training camps not even on the field.
No, I
You know,
agree. Bro, I feel like if Albert Wilson does not come out and have a tremendous game against these Raiders,
he's gone.
I
He's
see him
gone.
on the chopping block. I see him on the
Yeah,
chopping block, and I hate to say that because I'm a huge a Wilson fan.
me
Definitely,
too.
I really like Wilson. What he brings to the table is awesome. But the fact that we cannot work he brings, dude, it sucks. It's terrible for us.
No, it's one thing to see, Jakeem Grant drop a ball, fumble a ball, but we all predicted that might happen. You know what I mean? But to see DVP drop another ball, when he's healthy, that's disheartening. To see, oh man, Preston Williams come out there and think that he's already, similar to at least 75% of being healthy, and to not be on the same page with the quarterback, which is understandable. You know what I mean? He hasn't played with
Well, of
Brissett,
course. Well, he
but
hasn't been out. He hasn't played with. He hasn't practiced or nothing. Like the
yeah,
guy's been obsolete. I don't even think
yeah,
he should be on the field. To be
yeah.
honest with you.
And if you're gonna do the shuffling of the offensive line now to cater to a right-handed quarterback, that's fine. Do that. Do what you got to do. But if you're looking at all the guys that they like, what was it they got rid of? Jermaine Illuminor. Jermaine Illuminor now
Yeah.
is with the Oakland Raiders, bro, and he's playing well. Richie
Exactly.
Incognito ain't there, and Illuminor is gonna be in there. It's like slapping the face to these guys. Like
Yeah.
they need to figure out what the hell they're doing, man, because
Bro,
it's
I
just
said
sad to
that
see,
that
man.
was a bad decision getting rid of him. That was
It's
a
sad
bad
to see,
decision.
man. It's just I don't know, man. I just I'm not giving up. We got the faith, we all do. I mean, the numbers, speak in our favor when it comes to the rushing attack that the Raiders have being dead last. Pete put me up on this, man. What, the Raiders are number one in offense, but almost dead last in rushing. And that's going to benefit us because we suck at stopping the run. So we got to take
Yeah.
advantage of that weakness. You know what I'm saying? Like, contain Waller. If you contain Waller, contain Drake if you need be, because the running game is going to be, a little bit crippled on their end.
Yep.
Just take advantage of what's being given to you, man. We're on the road. We benefit from playing on the road also. That's one, for some reason, don't ask me why, but we can't win at home, but we can win on the road.
Yeah, I don't get
Take
that, bro.
advantage, man. Take advantage, because this right now will be a statement game to shut all these people up in Vegas, to know that last time was not a fluke. And if we don't, man, we had the AFC East right there in our taking with the 2-game lead, and we can't do that now. But we got to take advantage of the AFC at least and try to get competitive in the AFC in the next couple of games, man, because,
No, I
man,
agree.
it's going to be difficult, man. It's going to be
Yep. No,
difficult.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I think our the biggest threat that we're gonna have against the Raiders is gonna be their tight end. I think is gonna be their tight end because they're what's his name? Waller, Waddle,
Waller,
Waller.
they got
He had a
Waller,
field day with us, bro.
they got Waller, they got Ruggs, but they also got what, that other cat, Hunter Renfro. Hunter Renfro, let me tell you, man, that guy's like a Wes Welker, man. And that guy, they've been targeting him more than 9 or 8 times a game. So if they feel like, Waller's going to be covered by Eric Rowe, man, then that means somebody needs to stick this guy. And Needham's been doing a sufficient job. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to get caught up in the numbers game where the slot receiver and the tight end are taking up, the majority of the targets. But You know, we paid these two guys to be in this situation where they can take the outside away from people. You
Oh,
know,
definitely,
Byron Jones and
definitely.
X, they've done their job, bro. They done their job, but the Raiders are going to expose that, man, and we got to be ready for it, man, and we got to take advantage of what's given to us in the red zone, like we did in Buffalo, man. If we were able to get
Yep,
in the red zone 3 times against Buffalo, why can't we do it against this team? You know,
definitely.
that's the only
Uh,
positives that I have. Man.
Myers, the reason they activated Sinet is because you definitely have to have a backup quarterback on the field. Because if Brissett gets hurt for whatever reason, who we're gonna have at quarterback? Who are we gonna throw out there? So that's why I have to activate Sinet for that. Not because he's gonna
Yeah.
go out there and play his butt off or anything like that. It's just insurance policy.
Yeah, from what I've heard, what Stevie D was saying on Miami Sports Music, he was talking about how we get an exemption for 2 times this, for the whole season to have a 54-man roster. I don't know if that's, pretty much, on point with what he was saying, but we had that luxury to sign Sinet off of that, extra 54 extra slot. You know what I mean? We do get the 53. I get we get the call down from the practice squad guys if we do have that problem.
But is that only due to when a player gets hurt?
No, I
Is
think
that
it's
why
like
that comes into play, or
I think it's the international exemption also that helps that. But to be honest with you, I feel like if we don't have any guys on IR right now, except for Tua and Raekwon Davis, we wouldn't need to do this. But we've got guys in IR, so I mean, I think they give us that luxury 2 times a season. Don't quote me on that, but it is happening, and we are getting away with it because if Jacoby goes down, who do we have?
that's what I'm saying? You have to have somebody out there.
Yeah, you're
I'm
gonna break
looking
the
up
glass
right
for
now
who?
to see who is on IR right now. Um, so Tua is on IR. He's not expected to come back until week 7. Raekwon
Raekwon.
Davis with a knee. He's not expected to come back till week 5. Then we have Larnell Coleman, offensive tackle knee, IR. Lynn Bowden's on IR. Alan Hearns
Limbo,
is
yeah.
on IR.
Jesus, man.
That's
Yeah,
about
we
it.
gotta have some type of exemption, man. Because oh god, man.
No, that's crazy. That is
If
crazy,
we get the
crazy.
call down, 2 practice squad guys, I believe, plus the 54-man exemption, I think we're pushing it,
Definitely.
man. I really, I think that it's all hands on deck. I've been saying that ever since the beginning of the week. Play Mac Hollins, play Ahmed. If you need to get Kirk Merritt, go get Kirk Merritt. Play everybody, man. It's just if you need to sign Jamie Collins, talk to Detroit, see what you can get for Jamie Collins to help stop the run. Also, all hands on deck, man. Just Larry's talking about Russell Okung. A lot of these guys are talking about Mitchell Schwartz. I mean, Mitchell Schwartz is not healthy, but I keep hearing Russell Okung. He wants more money. It's just if the offensive line's an issue, man. From what I hear of all these names that are out there, take advantage, man. Take advantage because we don't want this season to go down in flames so early in what
Well, I
week
think
three
that
or
I think
four.
the biggest problem, even if we were to have a terrible season and not win any games or whatever the case may be, we don't have our first round pick. We
Let me
traded
ask
that.
you this, man. Let me ask you this. What's your thought about the situation with Chris Greer and the amount of first round picks just remaining left on this squad?
Um, I think that it can be great, but it can kick us in the butt too. Because I feel like there's a lot of players that we can go after to help us out right now that are veterans. I think that our problem is we have too many rookies, too many second year guys on our line right now. We need rookies that know how to call out protections, that see the things. Who's our center? What's this guy? Dieter.
Dieter.
Dieter. I think he's only a year 3 guy. Michael Dieter. I think he's only a year 3 guy, so he doesn't have that
He's
knowledge
a
to say, "Hey,
converted center.
guys, this guy's coming. Uh, Watch this guy. We're gonna have to shift right, or this, that, or whatever the case may be." You understand what I'm saying? Like your center's job is to call out those protections.
Yeah, he's a
You understand what
converted
I'm saying?
center from guard, I believe, to center. So he's not really a true center at all.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. So I think that well, you know what? Let me ask you, say, what is your prediction for this game? Um, and who do you think is going to have the biggest impact? Now, before you answer, guys, if you're coming into the room, please like the comment so it gets out for all the notifications out to everybody. I just got back. I'm just starting over again. So please show your support. Hit that like button so everybody gets the notification and can jump on. All right, Cap. So who do you think, or what do you think our score prediction will be for this Raiders game, and who's going to have the biggest impact for us, offensively and defensively?
Oh man, offensively, I mean, it has to be Gaskins. It has to be Gaskins. You know, I want the score to be presentable to the point where it can be a one score, 24-17. I've been sticking by that the whole way. Defensively, I want that pass rush to be, once and for all noticeable. You know what I mean? So I would like to see Agba just take control of this game, man. Like finish what with the Buffalo, finish what Pittsburgh started last week with getting to Derek Carr and try to eliminate Derek Carr early, which is a lot to ask for. But I have to see this pass rush finally get to a quarterback. I've been ramping up the pass rush about us having the four most stout pass rushers off the edge when it comes to Phillips, Agba, AVG. I mean, it's just we talk about it and we talk about it, man, but we need to see it finally. We need to see it. So, Agba, I hope he comes through. X is always gonna be there. I've
Absolutely.
always I've always said to the point where I didn't trust X because of the money situation, but I take it back, man. This guy wants to play, he wants to earn his money, and he's showing it on the field. The rest of the team needs to
I,
step up, especially that front four.
oh, absolutely. I think that the Dolphins did good on making him earn his money. That they didn't just give it to him, but they gave it to him on like, hey, if you get for every interception, we'll give you 100 grand. You understand what I'm saying? I think they did great doing it that way because it makes
It
him earn
sounds
it.
like that. It sounds like that because that man's he's not
He's
taking
balling
crap no
out,
more.
bro. No, bro,
Yeah,
he's
man.
balling out. Hey,
So
big
this
shout out to Mike Myers. Big shout out to him. He's a new sub fan. Long enough to know you guys have good stuff. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for coming on. Thank you for commenting in here, bro. Um,
welcome,
definitely, I'm
brother.
gonna talk.
Welcome.
I'm gonna talk a little bit about your comment that you put here. During the 2021 preseason, Sinet completed 30 of 45 passes, 66.7% for 401 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a passer rating of 107.7. So the problem is we don't know what goes on in practice, and we don't get to see what coaches see. So sure, he could have been fantastic in preseason, but when it comes down to practice, if he throws 3 interceptions, we don't know. So that might be the reason on why we're not going to get to see a glimpse of Sinet. I mean, unless Brissett goes out there and is just cagging it the whole time. If
Yeah.
Brissett is cagging it the whole time, take him out, bro. Halftime, you're out. Sorry, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, we
You know
got
what
we
I
got
mean?
what three we got 3 games to play with. Unfortunately, if things go south with this first game, we've done it before with other quarterbacks. We got to play the quarterback carousel game, which I hate freaking doing. But this team is so used to doing it that I'm just like, just do it, man. You know what I mean? Like, we're not going to force feed the narrative on somebody that we're not going to like if Jacoby does think it up because the fan base is not going to put up with that shit. You know what I mean? I'm sorry.
I
They're not
agree.
going to put up with that crap, man. And if you and I both know after 1 or 2 games of that type of subpar play, the fan base is not going to tolerate that, man. They're going to want change. And this new day and age, man, the faces and the voices that are being heard, the front office can't ignore it anymore, man. They got to play.
Absolutely not, bro.
They got to play. They got to play with the players that they have and stop, baby calling, the practice squad guys. Hey, Mac Hollins was balling the whole training camp with Kirk Merritt. Where are these guys?
Oh, definitely. Definitely. I agree, bro. I agree with you 100%. I agree with you
You know, more
100%.
what Senate one thing that we saw in that last preseason game, and I was at Big John's house watching that game, man. And you know, for me to get up and just out of my chair after Reese Senate threw that ball in on the run, you know what I mean? Like
Yo, that was a tremendo throw, bro.
on the run,
Tremendo
on the
throw.
run, man. I mean, the kid was doing it the whole game on the just moving his feet around, and that's something that we were talking about today, man. This is a mobile league right now, man. There's less than a handful of quarterbacks out there that are not mobile. The rest are. That's just a fact. You
Agreed.
gotta, you can't be scared to play these guys anymore, man. Because if you keep being scared, they're gonna end up going to other teams and kicking our ass like they always do. You know what I mean? Like you got to take your
Absolutely.
shot. Just
Absolutely.
Pamela, what's going
Uh,
on, Pamela?
yeah, Pamela, what's up? Listen, to kind of go over that, I think what it is that we're tired of waiting. We've been waiting for so long. We've been patient for so long, and not even patient, man, because Miami is not really a patient city, bro. You know, if you're not doing it now, we're gonna come after you, and that's why we're so out for blood like that. I think that we've been waiting for so long for something to happen, and the fact that it's not happening with what we're doing is why everybody's in the predicament that they're in.
Let me
Um,
ask Pamela a question, and I hope she comes on one day. And because she's always on Miami Sports Music. She's good people,
yeah,
man.
man. Why don't you come on here? I'm gonna put the link
And
down. Pamela, I want you to come join us, man.
and let me ask her a question, man. If she shies away, and I know she's busy. It's Saturday, but just how does she feel about Tampa Bay having two Super Bowls before Miami does, with two quarterback changes in less than 2 decades? Like that doesn't bother you? Like I mean, Jacksonville getting to a championship game, what I mean? That doesn't bother you? Like we deserve better, man. We've done a lot, and it might be the problem with a lot of people, too many cooks in the kitchen when it comes to Miami and front office personnel. Like I get that, but at the end of the day, man, like if we're not being heard, what else do you expect us to do? Be quiet? No, we're not going to be quiet. It's just we want this team to succeed, man, and they keep doing the complete opposite of what we keep saying because it's like, oh no, they don't know because they don't have a PhD. It's like mother effer, play football. Football is football. You play the best guys on
Definitely,
the field. I
definitely.
just I don't get it anymore, man. It's just like politics keep kicking into football when they don't need to be involved, man. Everybody wants dogs, but they want them to be dogs with suit and ties. That don't work in the NFL.
Oh,
You
agreed.
know, you got to get dirty, man. You got to get dirty and let the coaches deal with the politics, man. Like they pretty much microwaved it for Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't even there 2 years, and you're telling me that all of a sudden they got a Super Bowl?
Oh
It's like
yeah.
why are we afraid to be great, man? Why are we afraid to be great?
I don't know. I have no idea, bro.
Yeah,
No
man. It's
idea.
like nobody
It's
wants to
crazy to
talk
me.
about breaking the glass, and I understand that. Nobody wants to talk about breaking the glass. But what other options do we have if our investment does not cash out anymore? What do we do? Let the
We
defense
gotta
get
get rid of
older?
it, bro. We got to get rid of it. The problem is that we cannot wait anymore because what we have right now as our ammunition, as our weapons, talking about Xavier Howard, Byron Jones, Emmanuel Ogba, all these guys, bro. I'm sorry, there's a fly in here and it's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Um, but all these weapons that we have, they're getting old. Pam, I'll bring you on real quick. Let me just finish. Um, they're they're getting to that age to where um, you have to start getting rid of them. You have to start getting the next guys to come up. So the fact that we have that now, we need somebody that's going to be in there now. Somebody's going to make the difference now. You understand what I'm saying? But the fact that we don't is what's killing us because our weapons is for now. We need it now.
Yeah.
Pam, what's up, Miss Pamela?
Hey, hey guys.
How
Hey.
you doing, baby? You doing all right? Thank you for jumping
All
on
right,
and
how
coming
you
on and saying
doing?
what's up, bro. This
Oh, sure.
The fly.
Always fun to talk.
Hey, you're breaking up a little bit. You're breaking up a little bit.
Let me go in the room. I got a
Uh
phone
oh.
is I'll be right back.
Look at Pete. Pete's already started.
Look
Bro.
at Pete. Look at Pete. Ven
Oh,
adentro.
Pete.
Ven adentro. Let's go. Let's go, Pete.
For real,
Come on
Pete.
down.
Yeah, Pete, jump on in, bro. Jump on in so we can get this going here, bro. Because I know you got a lot to say about good old Brissett. That's your man right there, bro.
No, man. Pete introduced me today to Mace. Mace is good people, man.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's up,
Much
Miss Pam?
better.
Talk,
So
talk,
can
so
you
that I
guys
can
hear
speak.
me now?
Oh yeah, there
Is that
she
better?
is. Oh yeah. What's up, Miss
Okay.
Pam? Give it to me. What do
Okay.
you think? What do you think of this upcoming game?
Hey. Well, so like I hear you guys. Like so I've been a Dolphin fans my whole life, and I'm older than y'all, so I'm just gonna tell you right now. Take my word for it. So since my whole life, so I understand the waiting game and how this is, we're sick of it. We want to win. But I feel like Flores has come in here and he's turned it around from day one, and we got to give him a minute. So
Yeah.
last week, where were we all? We were all so happy. We were like, man, yes, we won the game we weren't supposed to win, all that kind of stuff. We went on the road. So now, last week, oh, God, that was so bad. That was bad. It was painful to watch. And there was 1,000 reasons that game was bad. But I'm not off the bandwagon yet. I still believe in Flores. I still think that he is going to pull this out. And I hear y'all about we need the guys now, but it's also a thing for the future too. But I want to win as bad as y'all do. I trust me, I hear y'all. I do.
What do you feel?
Big
Do you
John,
feel
what's up?
that the criticism towards Do you feel the criticism towards Coach Flores after being a runner-up to the Coach of the Year? Do you feel like the criticism is warranted towards him?
No.
I
No.
think it is.
I really don't. I feel like he's done what he's supposed to do. Like he's proven it. We got to give him a minute. Now if we're okay, y'all. If we're 6 or 7 games in and we've only won 1 or 2 games, then I'm on a different track. Then I'm thinking, okay, no, this isn't good. But right now, we're 1-1. A lot of people thought we'd be 0-2 right now. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand the frustration because, I sat there streaming my game and I was in a damn bowling alley. It wasn't on locally, so I was
Nah.
streaming from a bowling alley. People
Yep.
are looking at me like I'm crazy. But I'm sticking with it. I believe Flores. The thing with Tua is ridiculous. It's horrible. But I don't know. What do y'all think about Senate? Like I really think Senate.
BJ,
this is
what you
what
got,
I've been
BJ?
explaining. I've been explaining that we don't see
What up,
what's
man?
going on in practice. You understand what I'm saying? Like we don't see what's going on. We don't see if Sinet in practice is throwing 3 picks consistently. We don't know if he's not reading the reads that he's supposed to. We don't know if he's not going down and doing his progressions. We don't know. We don't know that.
We don't know if he's able to call his audibles.
We don't know any of that
We don't know
stuff.
any of that stuff. So
Who's
echoing here?
Big John? Is that you, bro? That is Big John. Terrible. He needs to get his headphones, bro.
Esos son los headphones. That's his headphones. I keep telling him to
bro,
return
that's
that
his
crap back to Walmart. Get a better pair of headphones. I told you already, bro.
Oye, me voy a cagar en ti 700 veces.
That means you're gonna shit on him 700 times.
Big John called it, bro. He put voodoo on Richie Incognito, bro. He did it, bro.
Is that what happened to Richie? Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
John,
Yeah,
you look
y'all
real
don't-
nice over there, bro. Got the haircut and everything. Got the beard all shaped up.
Hey, man, I try, bro. You know what I'm saying?
¿Cómo te sientes? How you feel? More better?
I'm all right, man. This morning I wasn't feeling good. Like I told you guys, I fainted earlier in the morning. I wasn't feeling good. It's due to the medication they're giving me. It's been 2 years since I had it, so when they put it back in, you have moments where your body doesn't really accept it. And then I went to the doctor, felt better, came back, and we'll see how it goes. But it was a momentary situation, so it doesn't look like it's anything. It doesn't look like it's anything permanent. So
Oh, well, no,
that's
that's
all that
good.
I
Hey
care.
guys,
Hang
I want to
tough,
ask
Big
you,
John. Hang tough.
is my
Hang
mic
tough.
sounding okay or is it staticky or something?
Now
No, it's
you
better
sound
now.
like
I
shit,
can't.
bro.
I
Nah,
can't
bro, I don't
hear
have
you
those
as
cheap people
well.
on
I
my
don't know
headphones.
why. Like I can't hear you as well, but
You sound sexy through my headphones, so you're good.
Do I?
You know.
What
oh.
happened, Pam? You can't hear me?
Uh-huh.
But
Oh Lord.
hey,
So what
man,
happened, Pam? You can't well or what?
Say that again. I can't hear you as well.
You can't hear me. Can you hear everybody else fine or is it just me?
I can hear them better than I can hear you.
Oh no, that
she
ain't gonna
she
work.
can hear me because I have a manly voice and it's deep and it travels.
That's what it is, Big
You know
John.
what I'm
What
That's
if
saying?
I
it.
talk?
That's
Exactly.
totally
You know
it.
what I'm saying?
What if
No,
I talk like
everything.
this? Is that gonna help you?
I hear everybody all right on my end. I hear all of you guys on good on my end.
You got to get that Barry
All right, is
White
that
voice,
better?
bro. Once you got it, you're good.
Is that better?
Yeah.
It's old baby, 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 old baby.
Hey,
Exactly. Yeah. That worked when I was younger. It doesn't work now, but when I was younger, let me tell you, it
That was
worked.
it, huh? The Barry
Uh,
White.
Mike,
absolutely,
Michael
absolutely.
Myers, what you got for us, bro? What you got for us? Hey, want to hear a good Finn fan story? Uh-oh, what you got for us, bro? Who peed in your beer?
Oh,
Okay, so does he
Who
want to
Peter?
hear one or does he have one?
I have no idea.
he needs to come
Because
up. Hey, you got to
Yeah,
come
bro. If
up
he's
here
gonna
to
give
tell
us,
us. That's the only way we're
he's
gonna
gotta
find
come up
out.
here, bro. Hey,
But
don't be
yeah,
shy,
man.
bro. Jump
As
on. Say
as
what's up.
as far as Richie goes, man, I left Richie alone. I told you guys, yeah, look, Cap's been to my crib, bro. Let's keep it 1,000. I keep it 1,000 even when I'm on your channel. Cap's been to my crib. Cap will tell you if I want to mess somebody up, I don't gotta leave my crib. You can ask Cap if I'm being legit. I'm telling you, two is not going nowhere. I'm not gonna tell anybody anything, but he's not going nowhere. Deshaun's not coming over here. I'm letting y'all know right now.
Oh,
Deshaun is
man.
not coming over here. I feel bad for everybody else, but I'm just letting you know. The second time I say it, Cap already knows what I'm talking about. Me and Cap keep it down low. Ain't nobody coming over here for tour, bro. That's it. I took care of that. I took care of that 2 years ago. So it doesn't
This is
matter to
what
me.
Mike Myers said. He said, working in Tampa Bay area and run into another Finn fan in Walmart today. After massacre, we both see each other, and we're only real fans wear gear after the game. After that game, yeah, you got
that's
that
right,
right, bro.
Michael.
Yeah, that means that you're a true fan. Respect to you, bro. Straight respect.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I gotta
Hey,
go.
So
I gotta go make sure they don't touch my car. I got dolphin flags on the back of the car. I might not have a
hey,
car.
hey, you got a new whip now, bro?
Now the other one. Mine is still on the corner. There's nothing over there, bro.
oh
Damn.
okay,
Nothing.
so I got the license plate on the back of the truck, right? So my Florida license plate is a Dolphins tag and um where I live is like different from where y'all live. So I live in
Yeah, you're a Mims, right?
I'm in Mims, baby.
Yeah.
This is
Uh,
all redneck country. We'll take you out to the damn swamp for
Yeah,
sure.
Where,
they got a
where,
saint up here for Mims too.
that's in Florida. That's a
Yeah,
part of Florida.
she's
You
like
should you should see my
30
children.
minutes north from me.
You should see my sons. I'm just telling you. I'm
they're
No,
just
like
Cap.
what?
telling you.
They're like 6'4". Freaking
Yes,
yeah,
that's them
yeah,
boys. Hunting,
yeah, man.
fishing, redneck children. That's my boys. Absolutely. Oh yeah.
Hey,
Those are
Oh yeah.
Those,
Little
those are the guys
Florida
that walk.
native boys. That's what we are. Yep. Yep.
they'll
Yep.
snipe you from
Those are
100 yards away.
no. They walk into
They'll
the pool
take
hall.
you out for
No,
sure. For sure. That's
no.
right.
They walk into a bar with a baseball bat. That's that type of stuff. You don't need to shoot nobody.
No, no.
definitely.
They don't need a baseball bat. They is the baseball bat.
I, I,
Hey, I see that right. Who brought the guns
I,
to
don't.
the gun show?
Yeah,
I,
that's it. Yes, he is. Yes.
I don't need
Hey,
Yeah.
to.
Pam, question for you. What is your prediction of this game coming up?
Okay. So I feel like we've always had um, the uh, we've always had their number. You know, Chucky, I think Chucky is like an amazing coach, but we've always had his number and we've always had uh the why is my brain going dead? The Raiders number. We've always had the Raiders number. So I think we're gonna win it. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I think our defense, I mean, our defense is gonna be killer. They're gonna do it. And I think y'all think it's going to be Jacoby. I'm pretty sure it's going to be Jacoby starting, but you know, where are y'all
I
at
know
on
what. I
Jacoby
don't
and
know. I
Senate?
don't know. I'm not in your mind. You tell me. What do you mean I
Yeah,
know? You tell me.
well, I'm thinking just because of the situation, they're
God,
probably going to go with Jacoby. But
oh
um,
my God.
I really want to see Senate. The kid impressed me. He's big. He's 6'4". He's got a killer arm. He can see down the field. I mean, I don't know. The only thing he's lacking is experience.
Facts. Big John, what are your thoughts? Come on, bro. Give them to me. I can't hear anything you're saying, bro. You're moving your mouth, but the words ain't coming out. It's them headphones, bro.
The mute.
No,
Mute.
he's not on mute.
Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Can
Well,
you
yeah,
hear me now?
Nah,
yeah.
there we go.
All right, that worked. All right. Like I said, I'm tired of hearing 6'3", 6'4", 6'2". I don't care if you're 5'1". If you can pass the ball and not get killed by our shitty offensive line, I want you to play quarterback. That's
Yes.
Facts.
all that matters to me. I don't care I don't care who it is. Like people look, I don't believe in Jacoby, but I don't believe in Jacoby because Jacoby takes 3 seconds to let go of the ball. They're
Yeah.
gonna kill him.
Ugh.
The offensive line can't block. Jesse Davis still can't block. If you saw the video I sent Cap of Tobin was saying, Leroy was saying, yo, we should have got Panay Sewell. Everybody was saying, he goes, nah, you can put Panay Sewell on the right side. Jesse Davis will get him killed from the left side. It doesn't matter. So they were dissing Jesse Davis left and right either way. It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter if it's Patrick Mahomes, Tua Tagovailoa, Joe Montana, Dan Marino, or Johnny Unitas. If you cannot block, you ain't getting shit done. Simple as that, bro. Football has
I
never
agree.
But
changed. 11 people on both sides. It's still 11 on 11, bro. So
Yeah.
I agree.
Well,
I
I
agree.
mean, what Pamela was saying, man. I mean, I think it's a pretty good assessment and accuracy as far as like us having the Raiders numbers because we've always had Sean McVay's number also. So we got to at least give that on Flores' end when it comes to defensive scheming. If we can
yeah,
take
my
out the
problem,
Rams' high-powered offense, we can take out Chucky again.
my problem. I agree with Pam's assessment to a point. I always agree with Pam just because I always agree with Pam. Period. Even if Pam's wrong, I agree with Pam. I've told Pam from the beginning. At the end of the day, Pam already knows that. At the end of the day, there's the only thing I don't like. I don't agree with this one part. Brian Flores, to me, I've been saying it since Florida, since both of you know me, have spoken to me. I said he's on the hot seat. And people tell me why. Because you can be a great coach, but you're the Jakeem Grant of coaches. You can coach defense, but you can't
Mhm.
coach offense. Jakeem Grant can run with the football, but he can't catch it. So it is what it is. If you're a one-dimensional coach, what's the difference from a one-dimensional coach to a one-dimensional receiver? There is none. You need to be able to coach the offensive side. If you want to complain and bitch and moan and groan every time somebody tells you you're a defensive coach and you say, no, I'm a head coach, I'm a football coach, then you need to start coaching some offense because this is ridiculous. We have
I agree.
incredible receivers, incredible receiving core, and they can't get the ball. We have an offensive line and they can't block. We have running backs who run the ball, but there's no hole to run through. So something's going on the offensive side of the ball. I think we win the game. I just don't think it's going to be because of Jacoby Brissett. I think our defense might cause a fumble or two, maybe get a
Yeah.
defensive score. I could see them
Yeah.
kicking the ball since Grant may not play. Jalen Waddle may catch a punt and take it back. I don't see our offense doing everything everybody says. And if they do score, I'm gonna tell you right now, thank your lucky stars for Will Fuller being on the field. Because all that's gonna do is take double coverage off of Mike Gesicki. He might catch a couple of passes and score only because Will Fuller's out there. Double coverage goes to the boundary. He goes one on one with the linebacker. He'll get catches, and DVP is going to play one on one all game. So that's the only way I see us winning this game, dude. To me, Jacoby's. I'm sorry for Pete. I love him. I know he's listening. Jacoby ain't throwing for 300 yards. He ain't throwing 4 touchdown passes. This is not Madden, Pete. It's not. I could do that in Madden. This is not Madden. Okay? If Jacoby was that good, I have nothing against Jacoby. It's just if Jacoby Brissett was that good, he would have been starting from the beginning. Apparently, 32 other teams thought otherwise. Mic drop. 32 other teams thought otherwise. Not me.
Hey.
No other team picked them up.
Hey, you know who's throwing for 300 yards a game?
Yeah, Matthew Stafford.
Justin Herbert.
Yeah. You know what his record is?
Yeah, but
1-1. And he threw 2 interceptions last week.
yeah.
You know how good Joe Burrow was last week? He threw 3 picks. You know how good Zach Wilson was? He threw 4. And if you were playing quarterback, you'd throw 5. Come on, bro. Come on, bro.
But think about how many passes were dropped. And I also didn't like the play calling. I mean, when you play in Miami and you're in September, you run the ball 4 quarters. I don't care if it doesn't work the first 2 quarters. You run the ball for 4 quarters. Now, once the game got out of hand, like I understand, but, you know, we should have been running the ball at them, and we had some success. And, I mean, that team would have been dragging knuckles on the ground on the 4th
100%.
quarter if we're, you know, catching the ball that was in their hands. If those receivers are catching the ball and then we're hitting that run game, and how are we not using Gesicki? How has he got a catch?
Don't even get me started.
Well,
Don't even get me started.
The play call was bad. It was bad.
Unfortunately,
You know what it
Pam.
was?
Unfortunately, Pam, it's very simple, and I agree with you to a certain point, but it's very simple. Unfortunately, Mike Gesicki is not a complete tight end, and the problem is,
He
as
can't
good as
block.
you are, if he would actually attempt to block the way he did in New England more often, you could put him in line, play fake, and it would actually make sense. The problem is when Gesicki's in the game, right? You're playing 12 on 10. Why are you playing 12 on 10? Because everybody knows it's going to be a pass. So you're not fooling anybody. That's the problem. That's why he's not on the field. And he, the only person to blame for that is him. He's been in the league 4 years. You've had time to practice your run blocking. If you took it seriously like you should have, it's your career. It's your profession. You have to be able to block a little bit. It's terrible. It's like he never cared. And you can't do that. You can't do what Michael Vick did. Michael Vick was a great quarterback. Michael Vick never studied the playbook. Michael Vick never studied the playbook. Admitted to himself. He would get the playbook, throw it in the back of his car, and never use it.
Yeah.
You got by on athleticism till he came out of jail with Philadelphia, and he studied the playbook, and that was his best season. But no, you can't do that.
I think that Brissett's biggest problem is the fact that he's not letting the ball fly when he needs to. The fact
He's
that
holding
players
it
are
too
running
long.
in his line of vision open,
Yes.
and he's not throwing that ball to them.
And you guys are talking
I went
about
over
Tua
game
needing
film.
Alabama open?
Yeah, for
Brissett
real.
needs a concave to throw that ball.
Yeah,
I was going over film. And I could name at least 20 plays that you have a man just sitting there with 5 yards around him of no one. No
And he
one.
holds
And that
the
was not
ball.
thrown.
Yeah.
That ball was not thrown. He either started to run or he threw the ball to somebody else that had the guy literally on his hip. I mean, it was just incredible the amount of plays that were passed by that he did not take advantage of.
That's
No,
exactly why.
but let me ask
Mind
you this: is he holding on to the ball and making his progressions? Because if he is, that's kind of hypocritical. So it's saying the line is not giving him time.
No. We're talking about
No.
before, not with the Dolphins. He's talking about back. He's talking about
No,
his
no, 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 no,
film
no, 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 no.
with
I'm
Miami
talking about
too.
this game. I'm talking about this game that just
Oh,
passed with the Bills.
oh
He
yeah, no,
held the ball.
yeah, he did. But
Yes,
he always holds the ball. That's his
he
problem.
does.
He held the look. The reason why he had a great year with the Colts and with New England, even if that line got Andrew Luck hurt, that line is better than the line we have here tenfold. Okay, most of it is
Yeah.
coaching, in my opinion. I don't think the players are that bad. I just think there is no look. I'll put it like this: if I'm a 5 month, if I'm a nurse and I've been working 5 months, and you're my assistant and you've been working 3 months, and you tell me to teach you something, how am I going to teach you? I don't know anything. I'm as new as you are.
Right.
So
Right.
these linemen are having issues. They go to the coach. The coach is as young as they are. He's never been an offensive line coach. He's a rookie. What is he going to
Yeah.
tell them? Keep trying, guys. Good job. What is that going to do? And then I
I
told
agree.
everybody up here, except for Pam, and I'm telling her now, the problem is, to me, the biggest issue on the offensive line is Michael Dieter. I've been saying that from the beginning. Why? Not
Because
because
he's
Michael
not
Dieter
a true
isn't good.
center. He's
Not,
not
He's
it's
a
not
not
a
true
even
true
that
center.
center.
it's not that he's not a true center. He's never played the position with flying bullets. He may practice as
Yeah.
center, but when you got to call out protections and you got to and you got to say things and you're not sure what the hell you're doing, that's a problem. Now, the same thing that he was doing, Jacoby Brissett wasn't calling out protections the whole first quarter.
No,
He wasn't calling them out either. So I don't understand. Like, what are we doing?
Well,
I agree.
see, I think when I look at him and I see what he's doing. So, for example, in preseason, and I know it's a different game, but in my mind, it's a different game to him because he's just balling out in preseason. He's trying to win that job. Whenever he's playing, he played in the game Sunday, he was all about not losing. He was all about I'm not going to make the mistake. So he wasn't balling out. Like he's holding that ball, he's overthinking it. I mean, it was two different resets, two totally different ones.
But if you go back to his career, it's the exact Jacoby Brissett that everybody has always seen. That's
Right.
the problem. That's why I said everybody can say whatever they want about Tua. That's fine. Tua has played a total of 10 games. He has a 7-3 record. Ryan Tannehill was 3-7 with a 70 QBR, 16 interceptions and 4 touchdowns. Tua has 15 touchdowns total and 6 interceptions, and you're 7-3. The problem is this microwave society wants Tua
Yes.
to win the way they like. Like Lamar
Yes.
Jackson doesn't win like Justin Herbert. Lamar Jackson doesn't win like Patrick Mahomes, but it's okay for him to win because it looks nice. They want the quarterback
Yeah.
to win looking nice. I don't care how Tua
Yeah.
wins. As long as he wins, I don't care. I don't care if Justin Herbert throws for 350
right.
and 4 touchdowns. If they lose,
That's right.
it didn't matter. You still lost. And
Make
all
it
of
ugly. Yeah.
and I'm going to make a comment that nobody paid attention to. Chachi, go back and look at the film. Tell me one good team, one, not two, not three, one good team Justin Herbert beat last year. You know why you can't? Because there is none. The only
Yeah.
team he beat was at the end of the season against KC without Patrick Mahomes and nothing but bench players. When he played the
That's
Dolphins,
right.
when he played the Dolphins, Justin Herbert got stuck. When he played the Patriots, he got beat 45-0. So all these numbers, they're beautiful. RG3 put up beautiful numbers. Where's he now?
Trash.
Not even
He's
in the
commenting.
league.
Walmart.
I just
He's
hey,
in Walmart
no, I just saw him.
shopping.
I just saw him. I just saw him commentating with Mark Jones doing the Clemson game. Me and my brother were just watching it.
So-
He's doing
so-
commentating now.
So what?
Yeah.
So what does winning Rookie of the Year, making records? What does that do for you, long haul? Nothing. So
Nothing.
everybody overreacting on Tua needs to relax. At the end of the day, every time people have put Tua down and they've put his ass to the fire, Tua has done nothing but respond. Trent Dilfer shitted on Tua to his face, telling him, "You're not good enough." He came back and he was better than good enough. He went to Alabama. He took over this guy's job. He won a national championship. Give the guy a minute. Y'all want the guy. Look, I've been through leg surgery. It took me 2 years to be able to jump looking down at my ankle after I tore it. He broke his hip and his leg. He
Damn.
still thinks about that. He still
Yeah,
thinks
he
about
does.
that. You guys
Yeah,
got to give
of
the man a
course.
minute. And
Yeah.
especially when they're not blocking for him.
Now let me
I
ask
agree.
you this.
No.
Let me ask you this.
Ask me
He's
all
on
the questions you want.
what? He's what? IR for what? 3 more games, right?
Yeah.
At,
Minimum
at
you-
least
3
three.
weeks.
Yeah.
Minimum
Do
3 weeks.
you even
least.
consider or do you even contemplate the notion of bringing him back after that game?
He's good.
It depends.
Jacoby Brissett, I'm telling you right. I don't know what you guys think. Jacoby Brissett is not going to be the Dolphin quarterback for the rest of the season.
No. I'm asking you
moment-
about
No,
Tua.
no,
I'm
I
asking
don't
you
know.
about
I don't
Tua.
agree with that either.
I'm answering your question. When Tua's ready, Tua's going to be the quarterback. I'm telling you
And
right
that's
now.
where it needs to
I
come
agree.
from, is Tua. Whether he believes he's ready or not, that's where it needs to come from, because
Jacoby Brissett is not your future.
No,
It's
No.
either
No, I get
Tua-
that.
oh Lord,
I
no.
understand that. He's a plug-in. But do you
Yeah.
risk getting this kid even killed if we're already saying that the line can't block for him?
Well, you know what?
Yeah.
They're going to have to learn to block, or they should all be fired. That's my whole point. I agree with Pamela's premise on one end. He's a great coach. You have to give him time. But if the blocking is getting worse, if guys aren't doing their thing, that falls on coaching. That doesn't fall on anybody else. It's his
I
job
don't-
to make guys block. That he's the coach. It's not
don't
fair, but it
necessarily-
is what it is.
I don't necessarily think that our blocking got worse, believe it or not. I think
Dougley,
that
what's
game
up,
was
buddy?
more about matchups.
Hey,
You
shout
know,
out to Dougley
teams
Duro.
match up better against other teams, and
I agree with you, Pamela, but at the end of the day, here's my one thing. Whether it's Buffalo, whether it's New York, whether it's Baltimore, when you have 5 linemen and they have 4 blockers, they
Yeah.
should not hit your quarterback in 1.5 seconds.
that's true.
No, they
That's
shouldn't.
true. But
Agreed.
when the
Agreed.
quarterback
They
is
shouldn't.
throwing and the receiver drops the daggum ball, I mean,
I
come
agree.
on.
I agree. But that goes back
Your
to
country's
coaching.
coming out there, Pam. Your country's
Hey man,
coming
hey,
out.
get Dougie
My
up
what
here,
is?
man. Why does Dougie never come up here? Dougie
That's what
Durog
I'm
never
saying.
comes up
That's
here.
what I'm saying. I
Hey
agree.
He's
Dougie,
the
get
eye-
up here, man.
He's the eyes and
Dougie, one-
ears. He just watches. He
Jump on and
surveillances
give us-
everybody.
Nah. I want Dougie up here, man. I've never been up on a panel with Dougie. He's got to
Dougie,
show up.
There's the link.
The
for you,
link.
Doug.
I want
Jump on
Dougie to
if you
come
can,
up for
buddy.
2 minutes. But yeah, man. But I understand, Pamela, where you're coming from. But
Yeah.
at the end of the day, Pamela, it all falls on him for one reason. All these coaches that we keep recycling every year, we bring in new coaches. Those are hired by him.
Absolutely. Yep.
Those are hired by him. I'm not one who wants Flores to get fired, but if you look, here's what doesn't make sense to me. If you want to keep your job, if you want to be here for the long haul, and you know we're having offensive line issues, everybody here with 2 eyes has been saying it for 6 months.
Yeah.
Okay? This whole notion about the Dolphins lost the draft because they should have taken Penei Sewell over Jalen Waddle to me is nonsense. Because
No. But they should not. No,
wait.
They gave Philly. They gave
Can
Philly
you-
a first rounder for nothing.
Can
For nothing. You're not
let
going to tell me
let
why
me-
they didn't give me.
let
They
me-
gave
let
Philly
me
a first rounder for nothing.
Let me explain. First of all, Jalen Waddle, by the end of his career, will be worth 2 first-round picks. Second of all, let me talk.
That's a
15
bold
people were
statement.
drafted. It's not a bold statement. It's a fact. 15
Vamos
people
ver.
were drafted. 15 people were drafted in the first 15 picks. Two were offensive linemen. So all the linemen in the draft fell back to the second round. There is no reason, honestly, that we should have taken a safety at 36. At 36, you take Tevin Jenkins, or you take Cosme, or you take anybody. You could have even passed on Jalen Phillips and got somebody
I
else.
agree with that. I agree with that.
There's no
100%.
reason.
Jalen
You
Phillips.
could
Yeah,
have
I agree with that one.
you could have taken Cosme, who played right tackle and left tackle at Texas, and you could have plugged him in, and then you would have gone 36. You get Humphrey, who's now with KC, and you got your center. There goes your offensive line. Then you could have taken any other person you would have wanted. So
Yep.
they just
I-
picked. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. I don't understand that philosophy.
You
I
know,
couldn't
let me ask you guys a
explain
question.
that.
Let me ask you guys a question. What do you guys think is our biggest threat going into this game?
I
Cap,
th-
I think I already asked you this question. Pam, what do you think is our biggest threat going into this game?
we are our biggest threat. We are our biggest threat. I don't even believe it's I don't believe it's Vegas. I think it's us. Our biggest threat is getting out of our own damn way.
Amen.
She's
I can
right.
see that.
It,
Good
well, I
answer.
mean, she's always right. But right now, she's right. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She's
good
right.
answer.
Right.
Good answer. Good answer.
Just and
I, I
but
love
she's
you
right.
guys.
The offensive line is the biggest problem. We're our own worst enemy. We are. If you can't block, you're gonna get. Look, I want Jacoby to succeed just because I want Jacoby to win the game for us. Because I know whether he can go. Look, Jacoby can go 3-0 right now. If Jacoby goes 3-0, he's still not gonna be a starting quarterback for the Dolphins.
No,
No.
I'm telling
exactly.
you right now. You know he's not. So I want him to win for the team. At the end of the day, the offensive line is the issue. If they can't get shit together, there's gonna be a problem because they're gonna injure Jacoby too.
Yeah.
Jacoby holds the ball longer than Tua does. You guys say Tua has to see a guy Alabama open to throw the football. Jacoby needs to for you to be by yourself. Literally, you got to be by yourself
No,
for him
and
to let
even
the
then he
ball
misses
go.
it. Even then he misses it.
I'm not one to make fun. Look, if Jacoby was any good, he would have never left New England. They wouldn't have let him leave.
That's true. I believe
If
it.
he was good, if he was good, the
I
Colts
believe
would
it.
have paid him. If he was
Yeah.
good, the Colts would have paid him.
Yeah, I
So
agree.
Yeah.
I understand where Pete comes from. May God bless him, but that's why I don't see it. 32 other teams didn't want you to be their starting quarterback.
Right.
If the
Well,
whole league is
you
wrong,
know,
if the whole league is wrong, go to Canada, break records, and come back.
Yeah,
What are you
but
gonna do?
that's not that. Look, at the same time, that's not a real fair assessment towards him with the Colts because he got injured on an MVP run. He was taking the Colts with the line that Andrew Luck didn't want to play
So,
with.
okay, can I ask you a question? Using your philosophy, if that's not a fair assessment, then how is giving 10 games a fair assessment?
I didn't say it wasn't. I didn't
No,
say
no,
it
I'm
wasn't.
right.
asking. No, no,
Right.
no. I'm asking you a question. If giving, if saying that about Jacoby isn't a fair assessment, how is it a fair assessment, or is it normal for someone to get off of the greatest college quarterback in the history of college football by any
You're gonna
metric?
get hey, you're gonna get your answer right now. You're gonna
Yeah,
get your
Pete,
answer
No,
right
what's
no,
now.
up?
no. He wants me to have a
Pete,
heart
give it
attack.
to me,
That's all it
Pete.
is.
Pete, you're on mute, bud. You're on mute, buddy.
You sure?
Oh, okay, okay,
There you
okay.
go.
What's
What's
going
up,
on,
Pete?
everybody?
Hey,
Hey,
Pete.
What's
We're
up,
glad to be
D'd
Pete?
up
up.
here, Chachi. Thank you for having me up. Hey, Pam, how
Oliver,
you
Oh,
doing?
thank you
Oliver.
for
Last time
jumping
I
on,
ran
brother.
into
Thank you for
Pam,
jumping on.
I thought I scared her away because I compared Waddle to Ted Ginn, and I
Oh,
haven't seen her ever since. I was
Oliver.
afraid.
Uh, No,
Oh my
no.
God.
I probably had to go clean the toilet or something. Trust me, I don't get scared.
Oh, damn, Pete. The toilet was more important than you. Reality.
The Waddle and
Damn.
That
Ted
sucks.
Ginn got it. It's all good.
Wow, bro.
Pete,
I
let's
don't
hear it,
get
bro.
Hey,
Let's
scared.
hear it.
John,
What's
I'm
what's
hearing you.
what do you think our biggest threat is going into this game?
I don't want to hear
Our
this.
biggest threat going into this game right now. Um,
The
Look,
offensive
to
line?
be honest with you, I I I think we got this. I think we're gonna win this game convincingly, if you ask me.
What?
A lot
Hold
of
on a
I do
second. Let
I
me
too.
turn up the volume here. Hold on. Let me turn up the volume. What did you say?
I said I think we got this. I think we're gonna win this game convincingly.
Wow.
He says we're gonna win the game
A lot of
convincingly.
I
Pamela
believe
was
him.
hitting it. Pamela was hitting it a little bit earlier. I wish I was able to add on to her, but I don't know. Like earlier on in the week, right? Monday, Larry went live. I went up on Larry's panel and I told everybody exactly what I felt about the game. Like I understand that the final score was 35 to zip, but for some reason it didn't feel like we lost 35 to zip. It doesn't feel like we lost as bad as the box score says, and I think we left too much up there on the ground. on the
We
field
did.
where we could have got points and actually changed that game around, and it could have got in our favor. A lot of
You
the
know what?
fan
I
base
was
is down,
talking
and
to
they're
you
not
about
really.
that, Pete, and I agree with
I
you.
know we were.
It didn't
I
us
know.
us us losing that game against the Bills, that 34
Uh,
to 0. It didn't feel like we lost that game 34 to 0. It felt
35 to 0.
like,
No.
sure, we lost the game, but it felt more like we beat ourselves instead of the
Yes.
Bills beating us. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I
Exactly.
didn't I didn't I didn't
And
leave the game and say, you know what? Yeah, we got our asses handed to us. It was more of like, man, we could have done better than that.
a few little
I
miscues
agree.
here and there. Yeah, like
Yeah.
we like for something tells me we're a lot closer to Buffalo than what people realize. Now, I don't like
Yes.
I do want to sit here and put the majority of the blame on Tua. I do because
You
I
can't
know
put
the
that game.
majority is
You
on him.
can't put the blame on Tua in that game because he only played what 11 snaps. So you
No,
can't
the
put the
well,
blame on that game on Tua.
no,
Tua
no,
has nothing to do with
obviously
that
not.
game.
No, obviously not. You can't put the blame on the loss onto it. Obviously not. There was a whole bunch of penalties and a whole bunch of miscues that went our way.
Yes.
But what I'm saying is, our offense with Tua game plans into that game kind of screwed us. You can't prepare, you know, to beat a team with a backup quarterback. That's unpreparable. You don't prepare your like it's hard
No,
to for your backup to just come in and win. He played a really good
Uh,
game and I saw a lot of the stuff that I like that I think moving forward will benefit this offense and this team better than it was with Tua. That's the only thing I could see. I could see us opening it up and taking a chance going 5 on 5. They want to rush five, let them. We're gonna block with only five. We're gonna take that chance with Brissett because if let's say Kenley gets beat off the snap, it looks like based off last week's game alone, it looks like Brissett knows how to position his body into places where he can make guys like miss a tackle and put them like away from like getting a clean sack. He breaks it. And that's pretty much what we need with this young offensive line. If he could break a
well,
tackle here and there on a drive, he can make a big play, get our run
okay,
game
I
to open
I
up
can
after
I
a
can
big
agree
play.
with that. I can agree with that. Where it troubles me is the fact that Brissett is not seeing what's on the field like he should. The fact that he's going through progressions, he sees a guy and then he just passes him. Like, oh
Well, I
yeah,
mean,
that's
let
not
me
it.
ask you this. Chachi, let me ask you this. Do you feel if the line was shifted to cater to a right-handed quarterback that this line would play a little bit more better with the tight ends
No,
blocking better?
no, no, not at all.
okay, so I
Regardless if
want
your
to
quarterback
know.
is left-handed or right-handed, the job of the offensive line is to make sure that the guy in front of him doesn't get behind him. Regardless if the quarterback is right-handed or left-handed, it does not matter. The job stays the same.
And they pulled to both
To
sides.
an
They pulled
extent,
to both
to
sides.
to an extent, when you have a short quarterback, your offensive line has to work harder because on some blocking assignments, they're asking you to push guys away. And it's really hard for a young offensive lineman like a guard to push a D tackle that wants to blitz inside in the middle. And now your offensive play is asking your guard to push them to the left a little to open up the center lane so your quarterback can see down the middle. Like you guys don't. This is you guys got to watch Drew Brees' offensive line work and see how hard it is. Drew Brees, all his career made his offensive line hard. But if you
No.
watch it, you see those guys work. They're opening up passing lanes so Breeze can actually pass out of the pocket because Breeze is also another quarterback that's short. You got to
Okay, so
just
let
see
me
it for
explain. So
yourself.
let me
Back in the
explain this a
days,
little bit. So it's not that your offensive line is blocking more to the right on the left side, and the guys on the right side is blocking more to the right or whatever. That's not how that works. Breeze is positioning himself in a way to where he can see what's going on through his offensive line. On your offensive line, when you call a play, the reason I know is because I coach. So when your offense is either blocking to the left or blocking to the right, depending on how the play is on how the play is run. So let's say if you're calling a play like, oh, toss right, your offensive line is going to block to the right.
yeah, we're
Most people
talking
think
about
it's
pass
opposite. You block
protection.
left. So this and
No,
that or whatever. But no, it's
we're
not like that.
talking pass, and we're talking the pass protection number one, and the pass protection difference between trying to
No, I mean
get guys to
the
block and open a
differential from a
lane.
left tackle, the left tackle on the right-handed quarterback is going to be the issue with Jacoby. I don't care what anybody says because the left tackle wasn't the problem with Tua, but the right tackle was. So if the left tackle isn't an issue with a right-handed quarterback, we haven't seen that yet because this line was not shifted around.
Yeah.
I can see what you're saying. I can see what you're saying. But then
I-
Look,
again, like you
regardless
said,
of the complaint,
left tackle wasn't
look,
the issue.
regardless
Right
of the
tackle was.
complaining, regardless of our offensive line complaints that people are having, don't forget Ryan Tannehill took 6 sacks as well week one. His offensive line after week one was projected to be the worst in the entire league. Week
No,
two,
mentira. That's a
he
no,
does
no, 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 no. That's far-fetched. Last year they were number one. They were number one last year in protecting him. That O-line that Tannehill had was number one. That's why he went to Tennessee.
no, but listen,
I don't know what happened
after
this
week
season. They
one,
dropped off.
Chandler Jones out of nowhere, he gets 5 sacks. You think the Titans panicked? You think they were saying let's fire the coaches? You think they were saying
No.
any of that? No, it's
No.
just
No,
sometimes some
they
players are
adjusted.
outmatched.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah,
plays
they
is
adjusted.
you can't imagine trying to win every play offensively. You will probably beat a team 300 to zip.
Yeah.
Plays are meant to be stopped by a defense. You get me?
Right.
So you can't win them all. But what I saw on Sunday, like I said, was I didn't see us lose 35 to zip. I saw us hang in there with a division opponent. The box score says I'm lying, but the physicality and the play of the field to me showed me difference. We held
Yeah.
in check uh, a Super Bowl contending team. Everybody wants to dog and rag on Brissett around the community that's kind of getting me a little itchy, but at the same time,
A little.
guess what? Yeah, but guess what? The guy, Mr. MVP on the other side, he only had 10 more passing yards the entire game. And he has a good offensive line. He has an elite weapon. And he's going to get paid. Mr. got paid big bucks.
Oh,
So,
Josh Allen.
I don't hear them. Yeah, he got paid huge, 200
Yeah,
and
he got
something
paid big
million.
money.
I
And,
I
and
gotta
all he
ask a
did
question.
was pass for 10 more yards than Brissett did on a game that he didn't even practice that week, and it wasn't even game plan for him. Watch,
I
we're
have to
gonna
ask
beat
a
the
question.
Raiders big.
I who did who who is this guy Pete and what did you do with the real Pete? Did somebody kidnap Pete?
Got him.
Uh,
Hey, listen, guys.
Look.
Let's go
That's a
through
good one. That's a
some
good one.
final thoughts here. Getting kind of late for me personally.
Me too.
I have little
Yep.
ones.
Yeah, my brother's about to kick me out the house.
Yeah, bro. I got little ones. I gotta put them to bed and all that good stuff. So let's go through some final thoughts here. Pamela, what do you think? What are your predictions for this game? And what do you think that we need to do to come out with the W?
Well, I agree with Pete's thought that it didn't feel like the game was out of hand. I always felt like, okay, we can turn it around. I always felt that way. I believe we're going to win Sunday, and I believe that we're going to see what this team is made of. So we got beat down. Are they going to turn around and, cry like little boys? Or are they going to step up and be a team? I think they're going to step up and be a team.
I agree. I agree. Well, thank you, Pam. Thank you for jumping on. It was good to see you. I'll definitely
Pam,
catch
be
you,
safe. Hope
in
to
the
see you some
morning
more.
shows.
Thanks.
All right.
Yes, guys.
Bye. Have a good night.
You have
Bye.
yourself a
Thank
good
Take care.
you.
night,
Good
Pam.
night.
Cap, give it to me, brother. What do you think?
Yeah,
What is your prediction for this upcoming game, and what do you think we need to do to come out with a W?
yeah, man. Like I told you before, I'm sticking with the 24-17 score on our favor. Pete, at the end of the day, man, say what you will about that, man. But when it comes to football, bro, I listen to him, and right now I'm on a steady pace with my fantasy football team, so I got no complaints. But as far as like the wise guys with this game, with us involving who's going to win and who's not, all the money's coming towards us as being favors. So that right there kind of puzzles me how everybody's dogging us, but the wise guys, professionals, are favoring us to win. So we just have to have faith, man, and see what happens. If it doesn't work out, we're gonna have to break the emergency glass and see what happens, man. But until then, let's just enjoy tomorrow, man. You guys have a safe night.
Definitely.
Love y'all, man.
Definitely, Cap. Love you, brother. Thank you for jumping on,
Hey,
bro.
likewise, Cap.
Easy.
Appreciate that.
Later, brother. Pete. And then there was one, bro. Give it to me. Tell me what your prediction is for this game. And what do you think we need to do to come out with the W?
Man, thank you for having me up. Great show, Chachi. And I gotta be
No,
honest with
bro.
you, bro.
Thank you for jumping on, bro.
I gotta be honest with you, bro. After getting beat up in our home field, we lost like this embarrassment at home. Okay? These guys are gonna come back mad, bro. I honestly feel like our offense is a little bit better. You know how I feel. I don't want to keep making it sound like I'm dogging our quarterback, Tua, but at the same time, I'm feeling like we just got better on offense. Imagine this offense actually being able to scheme out exactly what our defensive scheme is for. Speed, versatile, forcing a team to pass. I honestly believe we're going to force the Raiders into a one-dimensional offense. We're going to force them to pass. They don't even have weapons offensively. You think the Raiders are going to only beat us with Darren Waller?
No, not at all.
No way, bro. We're
No.
going to harass, pressure, and we're going to get our blowout right back. I honestly feel we're going to get our blowout right back. Just to make it
I
short,
agree.
prediction 38-13. It's going to happen tomorrow evening. We're going to be celebrating. Dale.
I
You
agree.
have a good night.
I agree.
All
Hey,
Fins
thank you,
Nation.
Pete.
Fins
Thank you
up,
for
baby.
coming on, bro, and showing your support, bro. Much love to you. All right, guys. And then there was one. So, my prediction, I think that Miami's going to come out with the win this weekend. I feel like it's going to be a very close game. I feel like it's going to be a 24-21 game. I think it's going to be a very hard fought game. And I think that what's going to come down to the win is going to be a field goal by good old the Sandman, Mr. Sanders. Um, Thank you guys for jumping on. I think that what we need to do to win this game is to focus on, like Pete said, making them one dimensional. I think we need to shut down the run so they have to focus on the passing to where we can take advantage and be able to get the interceptions that we need to turn this game around. But that's going to be it for today, guys. Thank you for jumping on, showing your support and your love. Please, before you go, hit that like button. Um, it helps me uh, with my subscribers and my likes and my views and all that stuff to be able to get you guys better and more content out. Thank you, everyone, for jumping on. Um, and much love to everyone. But till next time, this is Miami Football Talk. Your boy Chachi. Peace.